guys, guess who's back? It's your girl Aquila coming straight at you from Diva-Villege. My mind, my thoughts. It's been a long time since I've been here, and I'm so happy to be back. Tonight's show is sponsored by the Markham Media LLC. We buy houses, regardless of the condition. It could be a raggedy house. It could be a half raggedy house. It could be a house in foreclosure. It could be a house in probate. If these bills are getting you down and you want to get underneath all of that, reach out to us. If everything works out correctly, we can close in as little as 30 days, and this is all cash. We don't even get the banks involved. Reach out to us, 917-924-2644. That's the Markham Management LLC. So you guys have been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. So here we go. I'm going to bring in my guest right now. And here he goes. Hey, what's going on? Introduce yourself.
My name is Frank Parker, aka name Salim Sadiq. How's everyone this evening, and how are you doing, cuz?
Chilling like a fat rat. I'm on you. So
that's beautiful.
It's been a while since the show's been on, and it's about time for you to come back. And you know, this show is totally different from my other show. This show is all about controversy and keeping it real. So tonight's show is, if he or she is a deadbeat, why do you want to have kids with them? What do you think about that, cuz? I mean, come on. What do you think about that?
Well, it's a fact. You know what I mean? If he or she is a deadbeat, then it just can't change the fact. And why would you want to have kids by someone? That's a good question. Why would you want to have children?
I mean,
if he's a deadbeat.
But maybe they don't know he's a deadbeat or she's a deadbeat.
Yeah, that might be true, but I mean, they said people used to get married before they have children together. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, even though the fact that they might still be married, that doesn't change the fact that he might not still be a deadbeat. There was some kind of way where he doesn't have no responsibility, and they should have known that before they hooked up with the young man. Or the woman, for that sake. Well, who knows?
Well, Lakeisha said because some people feel like they can change that person. Keisha, we can put lipstick on the pig and it's still gonna be a pig. What do you think, boy?
You can dress them up, make up whatever you want. If you don't do no background on the man or the woman, and I'm explaining to you like this. There's some kind of sign that lets you know he had no responsibility. Something other than a beautiful smile. You know what I mean? Or the handsome face or whatever. He had to be lacking on the job or some kind of way. He had some kind of lacking about him to know you notice. I mean, everything wasn't perfect about the man.
Keisha said true, but a lot of people don't think like that. Keisha, this is what I think. I think that a lot of women feel that they can change a man. You know what I'm saying? They feel like who was it? What was it? Was it Foxy Brown or Little Kim that used to say back in the day they got the real ill nana? No. And some of them, they think they leprechauns. They can open up their legs and it's magical, delicious. No, it doesn't work like that. A person is who it is. And so let me ask you this right here. When you say a person is a deadbeat, right? Are you saying because they don't provide financially or because they don't provide that physical attention?
It can be both. But a lot of people get it out of context because they financially, that's where the deadbeat part comes in when he don't financially take care of his children. As far as him, he can be a person that takes care of his kids, he just don't ever come around. That's a deadbeat too. But they don't put the pressure on that. They put the pressure on that money. See, as long as that money coming in, I don't care if he don't never come by. You know what I'm saying? I don't care as long as that money coming in, you know what I mean? But it works both ways. If he don't spend time which means more than money to me. I know it takes money, but the time that he puts in his child means a lot. And some people don't have the opportunity to spend the time with their children because it's different. Everybody got a different situation. You see what I'm saying? But if he can find time to spend with his child more than and put both together, then he winning.
So I want you guys. I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I want you guys to press the share button, and anybody who wants to make a comment live, the number that's on the screen, dial that number, and you can call in live, and you can talk to me and Paul. Okay? Paul just disappeared, but he will be back. People get it a lot of they get it mixed up and confused because, like he just said, they both go together, and some people think, okay, you know what? He's spending time with or she's spending time on it, but they're not spending any money on that child. And sometimes it's not always about the money. It's that time. You got to put in time with that child also. So, Paul, how do you feel about this? If a man have multiple baby mothers, do you think that he's taking care of all those kids?
No. You know, I'm for one. Well, you know, I'm gonna put it out there. I got multiple baby moms, and
okay.
You know, yeah, I talk about myself because I want the men out there and the women to know I'm not trying to pick on deadbeat people. You know what I mean? We're not we're not trying to put nobody down with this situation. We don't know your situation. Number one, you know what I mean. But he can't be dealing with all of them. You know, it's impossible. You know what I mean? He don't have that much time. It needs about 3 or 4 of us to do that. You know, I mean, you know, once a man gets, you know, just the same way he meets you, he meets somebody else. And the next day, some men have children. You might be having a baby by a man, and the girl that he met have a baby at the same time. And if he ain't gonna take care, and if he's not gonna halfway take care of you while you carrying a baby, what makes you think he's gonna take care of the rest? You know.
So, do you think that a lot of women feel that they can change him? Okay, if I have this baby for him, he's not taking care of his other kids, but I can change him and he'll take care of my baby.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's where you met him. The whole purpose of being with him is to help him out, to try to, you know, that's what we go back to say. This is how you know that how he really is. You know, you really knew how he was. If you trying to change him, you should already know how he was a deadbeat from the start. But now you want to go on and get with the man and polish him up, put grease on him and all that kind of stuff, thinking he gonna change. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen.
but that goes the same way with women too. I mean, because I'm not gonna like just put it off on the men because they're deadbeat women too. You know what I'm saying? There are women that have these kids for these men, and then when they realize that the man is not gonna be there, he's not gonna do whatever, then they look at this kid, oh, you look like your father, or so I'm not gonna be bothered with you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, women have bad enough women are always namely, you know, they put them out there all the time about.
Oh, wait a minute, we got a caller coming in.
Okay. Oh wow.
Hey, caller. To accept, press 1. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
This is James, man. I'm calling man, because I think crazy.
So, James. So, James, hey, the topic for today is, if he's a deadbeat dad, why would you want to have kids with him? Why do you think that women want to get involved with deadbeats, or vice versa?
Well, vice versa.
Yeah, because they are deadbeat women too.
Right, deadbeat women. Yeah, don't forget that, ladies.
People, they're not really looking at, you know, the situation. They just looking at maybe the guy looks good, or maybe he has a nice car, or maybe, you know, they think he has money or whatever.
That's right.
You know, and then they get into a relationship. They have sex with the guy, and next thing you know, it's too late. You know, they get pregnant, and then it's too late. Then you find out, you know, months later, he got like 7, 8 kids.
But I can't agree with you because a lot of time, if there's a guy that has multiple baby mothers and multiple kids, people know about it. So you can't make me believe like, okay, you just met this guy. He just dropped down today.
I mean, but people, people do know, but there's guys out here and women out here, they good at keeping secrets too. Like I know people that found out later on in the relationship, like 3 months, 4 months later, that the guy has like, more than 4, 5, 6 kids. So I've seen that happen. And then it's too late, Then they realize, this guy's been faking it for like 3, 4 months, and he really don't have that type of money. Or, maybe the car's a renter car, or maybe it's his cousin's car or something like that.
Well,
so
James, hold on. I have a point of view from my female audience, Keisha Rudolph Joyner. Some women do feel that they can change a man and may feel like he doesn't take care of his other kids, but he'll take care of mine. Personally, I wouldn't get involved with a man that doesn't take care of their child. That's a turnoff and a foreshadowing for me. If I were to have a kid with you, no thanks. And same for women too, because there are plenty of women who don't care. You guys agree?
Yeah. I definitely agree. Yeah, but she's right too, though. She's right. Some women, some people, they don't care about him having whatever he have on the outside. They want to try to change him while he's in the inside, and they try to change him thinking he's going to change. Some kind of way they know.
That's the problem, though. People trying to change somebody. You can't change nobody. Like I said before, it's like put lipstick on a pig. It's still gonna be a pig.
Right, but can I, like most people, you don't really get to know until hello?
We here.
Yeah. You don't really get to know people till it takes time. Like it takes 3, 4 months. Sometimes it can take years before you really get to know a person. So you're trying to change them. Most of the time, people putting up fronts in a relationship in the beginning anyway.
That's right.
You're not really, I don't think most of the time you're not even dealing with the real person in the beginning of your relationship.
Well,
you can't change it.
People put up fronts in the beginning of a relationship, but it don't take long for the real one, for the real person to come out. Okay. Anybody who wants to get in on this conversation, there's the number on the screen. Please call that. Please call that number. Thank you, James, for your comments. All right, y'all. Put them back in there. James has some interesting things to say, but anybody who wants to call in to be in on this right here, call right in. So, Paul, how do you feel about a man who knows nothing about their kid? Oh, hold on. Hold on.
There's.
Wait, hold on, wait, Paul. Caller. Hello. Caller. I guess my caller hung up. Go ahead.
Yeah, call back.
Go ahead, Paul.
What was the question again? Good God,
people not knowing anything about their kids. Right, they always bragging about their kids to people, but they know nothing about the kids.
Yeah, I think it's a shame. You know what I mean? On his behalf, not paying on your kids is one thing, helping them, being supportive, but not to know them is totally, that's just out. And especially if you know them, know that that's your children. You know what I'm saying? And you don't never come around, you don't never get no communication to this day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really a shame.
But you're bragging.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? You need them bragging right. You need them bragging right. You need them. You need them. That's how you know he's a deadbeat.
But I think that a woman can be considered a deadbeat also. Now, don't beat me up when I say this. Remember, I always say this, my mind, my thoughts. Now, there are some women that if the man doesn't want to be with them, they'll be like, well, you can't see my kid. If you can't be with me, you can't see my kid. All right. So a weak man will be like, okay, no problem. Then I won't see the kid either. Would you still consider him to be a deadbeat?
No.
Or he's just a sucker?
He just
What do you mean no?
Well. I mean, you said the woman, if the woman don't want him to see the child because what, he does not financially for the kid. Is that what you're saying?
No, because he doesn't want to be with her.
Oh, he doesn't want to be with her, so he don't want to see the kid.
He doesn't want to be with her, so she won't let him see the kid. Does that make him a deadbeat?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Elaborate.
Because he doesn't want to deal with her, she won't allow him to see his child. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And both of them are wrong.
Right.
Both of them are wrong. Because she doesn't have the right to tell him who he can see, especially when he actually made the child. And as far as him want to go on about his business, just because they can't see eye to eye, he chooses to go the other way. You know what I mean? I think he should consider about trying to work out some type of, you don't have to go to bed with her, but have some type of communication with her, other than just turn your back on her. You know what I'm saying? Because some men get like that. Oh, I don't want to be bothered with you, you know. And then you tell them, say, well, you don't want to do that, then I want you to see the kid. Then you'll never see the kid again. You know, that happened to me. Yeah.
Let me put my glasses on. These comments is coming in fast.
Yeah.
Lakeisha said he kind of cussed because he still needs to fight to see his child. Exactly. He still needs to fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ladies, come through with it.
Yeah.
Lisa said he's a sucker because he can take other measures to see or even get custody of his kids. Yes, ladies, come through. Come through. Tina said it doesn't make him a deadbeat. It's time for him to take her to court. See, there's a flip on it.
Yeah, it is.
He still got to do what he has to do. And Dolores said no, he can go to court. So it's two things. If he doesn't go to court, he does not fight for that child, he is definitely a deadbeat.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
There's no other way around it.
Yeah, if he doesn't fight the court with her to get custody, yeah, he's a deadbeat. Yeah. Because I mean, it's about the child. It's about the child. Yeah, it's about the child. Now what? Now, what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't give her financially money, and she say you can't see the child? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now
you know.
That's something different too. Now, let me put it to you like this, right? I'm gonna keep it real. My mind, my thoughts. Okay, now. I'm about to break it down to you right now. I'm about to break it down. Now, if he can't financially take care of that kid, okay, he gotta have a good reason for not financially taking care of that kid. If you say to me, Aquila, you know what? I can't help you right now because I don't have a job. I just lost my job. I'm looking for a job. Okay, but I'm going to work with you. I'll be like, okay, well, how long do you think it's going to take you to get a job? But if you tell me that you can't help me take care of that kid, but every time I see you, you got on new Jordans, you dress from the nines, from your head to your toe, oh, we're going to have a problem. And yes, you are a deadbeat. And we are on our way to court.
Wait a minute. Does he deserve not to see the child because he financially can't? I mean, with his Jordans and everything on?
Oh. Wait a minute. If he got his Jordans and stuff on and he ain't taking care of that kid, no, you don't see nothing because your priorities are not correct. Your priorities are wrong. You got Jordans on your feet and your kid got on Skippies. But no, if it's my kid, the kid ain't gonna have on no Skippies because I'm gonna make sure that my child has. See, he just bounced off, but then he done made me mad. Keisha said exactly. Take her to court. That's your child. Regardless of what she is trying to do, you fight for your kid. I 100% agree. But like I was saying, if he can afford to buy all that stuff for himself, I see. If he can afford to buy all that stuff for himself, and he comes around to see this child, and he's dressed like that, and this kid, he's not putting nothing on the table, he's a deadbeat.
Oh, so he's
a deadbeat. He's a loser.
I understand that, but look, Someone else could have bought him the Jordans. Hold on. Somebody else. Wait a minute. Somebody else could have bought him the Jordan. I mean, you don't expect me. You don't expect me to come halfway till you coming to see your kid. If I look like a bum and I come see him, you ain't gonna let me see her anyway. You know what I'm saying? I got.
If you tell me you ain't got no job, if you tell me you don't have no job, you can't take care of your kid, then you better come looking like a bum. You better come looking like something.
He definitely has to. He definitely has to have to look for a job and a job lined up.
What's up?
So what about the fathers that take care of their kids?
There are some fathers
that don't. Right. But what and the women that's trying to keep their kids away from them? What about that subject?
Okay, but then take her to court. You have your rights. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know,
now, if the mother would she be considered a deadbeat?
No. Let me explain. Wait.
Why not?
Wait, I'm about to explain something to you.
Maybe she got 6 kids by 4 other guys, and she's trying to hold your kids up.
The reason why I'm not gonna say she's a deadbeat is because she's taking care of that child to prevent him or stop him from seeing the child. She's not a deadbeat, but she's wrong. She's doing more damage to that child than anything else, but she's not a deadbeat because
what would she consider?
She's a loser.
She's a loser.
Yeah.
She's a loser, right? And she's wrong.
So she's good that take care of kids with a loser female? Should that happen or what?
No. Let me tell you something. Any man that actually takes care of his kids, I take my hat off to him. Paul, Tina said, that's right, Paul. Some other stupid girl probably dressed in the dad. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
I'm gonna get back to you, James, but all right. But to add to what Tina's saying, if you got some other stupid girl buying you Jordans or dressing you, then you should tell that stupid girl, you know what, babe? Instead of you buying me Jordans, why don't you give me some money to buy my kids some Jordans? You know what I'm saying? Is that selfish?
But that's if he even told her he even had any other children. Men, they can't get ahead by a whole bunch of responsibility. They go, if I come to you and I got about 4 or 5 kids, I know I ain't gonna win over you. You're gonna tell me, you're a nice guy and I appreciate it. I'll call you. No, you can't have my number. I'll call you though. I'll call you. And all this kind of, I never hear from. I mean, so men got to, in order for us to succeed, to get in good with someone, we have to lie. You know what I mean? We have to. Don't tell the full
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that you have to lie to get in good. See, let me tell you something. That just goes to show that as men, you guys don't know us. You don't know us. Because I'd rather for you to tell me the truth than to tell me a lie.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand. We need to tell you the truth. We kind of bend the truth a little bit just to get somewhere, which get your attention. Something out of you. It's something out of you. I'm coming to you about, and I might bend the truth. I might tell you the truth later.
Hold on, caller. I can't hear you. Wait a minute. I got a caller, you guys. Uh-oh. Hello, caller. Caller. Make it morning. Call it. Identify yourself, caller. Mike Joyner. Oh. What you got to say about this conversation? How do you feel about what's being said? Do you think that if a man comes around and he's dressed to the nine and he's not taking care of his kids, do he deserve to be a part of his kid's life?
Hell no. Unless he already had, you know what I'm saying? if he already had, that's one thing. But if you see him with a bunch of new stuff, you know.
Okay, Paul, you hear what Mike said, right?
Yeah, if you come in, I mean, yeah, but you know, I mean, men get new stuff all the time. Because the way I'm dressed doesn't mean I got money. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you know.
why are you dressing yourself if you're not dressing that kid? Right, Mike?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You definitely have to go out your way to make sure that the child has look just as decent as you. That I do believe in that. That's true. Yeah, you're right about that. He has to go out his way to do it. I would rather buy something for my child than for me to have it. Yeah.
I mean, if you're a grown ass man, you got to do something. I know that.
So Mike, so do you think that women are wrong to try to keep the kids away from the father when the father's not taking care of them?
Well, first of all, if you pay some type of support, you know, if you're in the court order to pay support and you paying it, I mean, you have the right to see, you know, you have a right to see child or children or whatever it is. Because and I know that for a fact because my boy D, he told me that.
But if you're not,
you know who D is, right? You know who D is, right?
I don't think so, but don't call his name.
No, D white man.
Oh.
Go ahead, cuz.
If you doing your part, you gonna get some time to see.
Go ahead.
She gonna have some problem. She going to see me.
So you said if they're not paying their part, you said the white man is gonna make sure it's done right.
He definitely gonna make sure.
If you paying some type of support for that child, you have rights to see that child.
But
and if you don't, all you have to do is go tell D, and D gonna get her straight. D gonna give her some ultimatums. The worst thing in the world the court wants is for either parent to try to keep the other parent from the child. That's the worst thing that they see.
hey, you guys, Ray just came in. Hey, Ray, what's up? So we are all in agreement to say that men do have rights to kids.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I agree.
They also need to join in and help these women take care of these kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this right here. Caller, thank you very much for calling in, okay? Caller? My caller doing something else. Do you think that women are right to tell the kids that the father is a deadbeat and he not taking care of them?
No.
Well, I agree with you too. He should. I want to put this number back on the screen. So if anybody wants to call in, just call this number right here. Be live here with us. So Ray said he said that the women are wrong to tell the kids that the father is a deadbeat. Tina said, Helena says no, that they are not wrong to tell the kids that the father is a deadbeat. Oh, hold on. Hold on. 1 second. Caller?
I'm back, baby.
Oh. So if it is a woman wrong to tell their child that the father is a deadbeat and that he doesn't help take care of her?
No, they shouldn't do that because that's between, the child has nothing to do with that. I mean, because
that's right.
If she gonna talk about him, he talks about her, then how is that helping either one?
Well, true.
I mean, you have some automatically, very, very few people can have a relationship, after you got together and a child is involved, and you talking about money. When you start talking about money, people get tired of it. People spend money on what they want to spend on, baby.
when it come down to their kids, should they spend money on their kids too?
Yeah. Because you never know. You never know. One day you might meet your child for something. Somebody take care of you.
Lisa,
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Lisa said when the child, I'm sorry. What you say, Mike? Go ahead, say that again.
A grown man is gonna be damned if he lets you have his kids.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lisa said when their child is older, they will be able to see or remember what he did or what he didn't do. I agree with you, Lisa, 100%.
Yes,
And
I agree.
Ray said, why would she do that? Some women do that, Ray, because they petty. And if I can't have you, I am going to tarnish your name. I am going to make you look like garbage.
That's right.
Wait a minute. I got to give everybody a chance. Jaquan said neither parent should talk down about the other parent, and I agree.
That's right.
Keisha says, let the child form their own opinion about them. I agree. I've been told that too.
Right.
Alina says, no, because the child gets older, he might want to meet the parent to find out what happened. And that happens, right. And that's not a good thing.
Right.
Because
good point.
In a situation like that, when you tell this child all of this stuff, the child gets older, meet the parent, find out that what you said is not true. That child's going to hate you, not that absent parent.
That's right.
You guys got some good stuff tonight. Keisha is saying, children grow up. Once they become an adult, they will have the decision whether they want to have a relationship with them or not.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
From what Keisha is saying, when that child grows up and hears all this negative stuff about the other parent, do you think that child is going to want to have a relationship with that parent?
That's a tough one there. You know, because you can damage the child by doing that. You can actually damage the child, you know, by thinking this way about the other parent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Jaquan said Helena is right. It's two sides to every story. Lakeisha says, plus it backfires on you when that child finds out the real story. And all of you guys are right. But I'm gonna tell you, put it to you like this. Anybody can be a deadbeat. A deadbeat doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're not putting in money. You can not put in time and still be considered a deadbeat because kids need more than just time. I wish we had more time to go on with this show, but my time is up. Paul, is there anything that you want to say to everybody before we come out? Because my time is up.
Well, you know, just, you know, try to work together as parents, you know, whether he's a deadbeat or not. You know what I mean? If he totally just don't want to see the child, that's a whole nother type of deadbeat. But just don't talk about them, and vice versa. Men don't put the women down. What's going on? Try to work things out the best you can, because it's the child that's got to grow up to take care, to want to take care of both of them.
You're right, Paul. Thank you for coming on. I'm going to take you off so that I can end the show. But thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. All right. Have a nice evening.
You too. So I'm going to end the show by saying this right here. There are deadbeats out there. There are deadbeat men. There are deadbeat women. And like I said from before, you can put lipstick on a pig. It's still going to be a pig. Women, you cannot change these men. Don't think that you are the one that have real ill now, because you know what? The person, hold on. The person before you felt that they had the same thing. Don't feel that you are a leprechaun and you're going to open your legs and he's going to taste the rainbow. That's not going to be the cause of it either. I'm saying to you guys, respect your children, respect each other. And if he's not taking care of that child, she's not taking care of that child, don't be ashamed to take care of your own child. But whatever you do not berate that other parent in front of that child, because when that child grows up, you may be the person that child hates. Again, this is your girl Aquila. Thank you for tuning in. Go to my website. Go to demarca.bandcamp.com. I still have merchandise and everything there. And not only that, this is my good news for you guys. Starting next week, I will be going online on Facebook and YouTube all at the same time. So you'll be able to catch me on very different platforms starting next week. Lisa said, good show, good night, stay safe. Thank you, cuz. Thank you for coming in. Love each and every one of you guys. I'll see you later. Deuces.